This is a demonstration of 41088. The item is not occurring, and I want to show you what's happening, Todd. First of all, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. It's going to be difficult for you to ascertain left and right over this video, so what we're going to do is watch the signals on an oscilloscope. The oscilloscope is this device here. The upper display is going to be your left channel. The lower display is your right channel. And we'll test several of the inputs, and I'll pan back and forth on left and right and go through some of the other switches and controls. Sometimes if they're oxidized, they'll have intermittent loss of audio, but I've yet to see that, and maybe we will be able to see that during this demonstration. Then I'll be happy. All right, so I'm going to back this out, and this is your item. And what we're going to do, I have to keep the light off of this because the oscilloscope display. This is your item. But I need to keep the light away from the oscilloscope so it shows up good on this camera. And what we're going to do is feed in a steady state sine wave, which is a more telling test rather than playing a dynamic sound such as music. The sine wave will be very revealing if there's any intermittent problems with any of the switches and controls. The item came in the CD/forward video position, so we'll start with that. Okay, so I'm about to turn this on. And where's your power switch? It's over here somewhere. Okay, so your item is on. There's your little red light somewhere over there. Now I'm going to bring this up onto the oscilloscope, which is here. We'll zoom in a little bit, and I'll narrate this as I zoom in. Again, the upper display is going to be your left, lower is right. So I'm going to turn the volume up. There we go. Now I'm going to go to the balance control and go to the left channel. So that means only the upper display will show. There we go. And you notice it's nice and smooth. It's not jittery. There's no noise or intermittent problems. Now I'm going to pan the balance control to the right side. And the left channel, again, the upper display disappears. I'm going to go back to the middle. Now what I'm going to do is just lightly exercise some of the other switches and controls. If they become oxidized, we'll see a loss of audio in either the left or the right. And here I am with the mono stereo switch, rock solid. This is the EPL. I'm not sure what that does. That must be the send receive for jacks on the back. Here's the filter switch, rock solid. And here's the tone switch. So what that does is it enables the tone controls. So let's take a look at the bass now that we've enabled the tone controls. I've just turned the bass all the way fully counterclockwise. Then I've turned it fully clockwise. I'm panning back and forth. The upper and lower displays are stable. I'm going to go to the treble and do the same thing. There's it to the right, and there's a treble to the left, and there's a treble back in the middle. I'm going to go to the tape 1, tape 2 monitor switch and just rock this back and forth. If there's a bit of oxidation, we'll see the left or right fade, and we're not. Now I'm going to go all the way to the tape 2, and we should see it disappear because we're not feeding anything in the tape 2. Here we are back in the middle, the off position. Now I'm going to tape 1, and we should see it disappear, which we did. Now what I'm going to do is rock the selector switch. If that's oxidized, we should see one or both channels disappear, and they don't. Okay, so I'm going to go to the tuner. Again, we're in the CD/video right now. I'm going to go to tuner. I have to get up and change this into the input into the tuner, which is right here. Okay, so all the switches and controls are common, so there's no need to go through balance and all of that. I want to rock the selector switch because there is a section of that that's dedicated just to the tuner. And again, I'm rocking it right now, and you can see the tuner's rock solid. I'm going to now go to the phono, I have to go into the back and change the source of the audio into phono 1. Okay, now we're into phono 1. Whoops. Okay, look what we found here. We've found that there is no left channel. Oh no, wait a second. We're the switching phone too. I'm sorry. Let's do this again. All right, I've just enabled phono number 1, which is where we're plugged in, and I'm overdriving it, so we're not seeing a sine wave like previous. We're seeing a kind of a squared wave. I'm going to lower the amplitude so that we'll see sine waves, which is healthier for the circuit. And again, I'm going to rock the switch for phono 1, and the display, both left and right, are rock solid. Now I'm going to go to phono 2 and test that. All right, we've changed it to phono 2. Now we've upped to phono 2. Now I'm going to rock the switches for phono 2. And I've taken the item apart. Right now I'm banging on it. If there's an intermittent connection, we would see it. So as of this point in time, the item does not exhibit a problem. I will run it all afternoon, and maybe it'll warm up and show a problem. But right now, there is no problem. I'm going to upload this video so that you can also view it.